Namaskar. I'm Kumar Rakesh and you are watching Global Governance News TV. Today we are going to discuss the election result, assembly election result in Bharat. Just five state election already held and uh, just on the last 3 days back. And today's result. All the phases completed and Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Manipur, Punjab and Goa. And very important election in Uttar Pradesh. Just you heard so many popular song in Bhojpuri, UP mein Kaaba. Then the counter was UP mein ba, like that. And someone just position and yesterday we have just all the so the seen the actually press conference of Akhilesh Yadav, the great leader of Samajwadi Party, and how he made apprehension about his defeat. So, I think you're joining two places. Okay. So just to put your frame correct. So just how just you see today just address the party workers at the party headquarters, Prime Minister Narendra Bhai Modi and Mr. Jagat Prakash Nadda, party president, and he just analyzed all the situation, how just his election has been held. BJP National President JP Nadda said that the result of assembly election are a stamp of approval on the party policies and go on to show how much people trust Narendra Modi's leadership. He said, I would like to thank respected Prime Minister for his leadership. Result have many first and give some pointers regarding the nation's politics. UP has once again shown confidence in BJP after 2014, 2017, and 19. Now the fourth straight time, but the first time in the history of UP, any party repeated after their performance in the election simultaneously
नंदिनी
and
सुनो
after the Prime Minister Narendra Modi, he also addressed party
ये
workers with all inputs, and he says like if you see he said that this is a 2022 results have decided outcome of 2024 elections. As he said, speaking at the BJP headquarters in New Delhi, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said the results of 2022 assembly elections have decided the outcome of 2024 Lok Sabha election. He also thanks BJP workers for waving the party's flag under the difficult circumstances in Punjab. So we can understand why he just pointed out the Punjab result, how in Punjab there is a thrilling result for the AAP party, the Mr. Kejriwal party, 92 seats out of 117, historical and really first time. And as PM said, these elections were held at a time when the world saw its biggest pandemic in 100 years. He added the country was able to survive because the central government schemes were connected to the ground. And referring to Russian invasion on Ukraine, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said, India is in favor of peace, India is in favor of resolving all issues through dialogue, but the countries fighting this war have a long-standing association with Bharat in multiple sectors, he said. And he also said the vote share increased despite being the government in three states, Goa, Manipur, and Uttar Pradesh. All the exit poll turns out to be wrong, and the people have given the chance to serve the third time. All the Goa, Manipur, and UP. And thanks for voters also for massive mandate. And just you, if you, this election commission final result yet to come, but I'll just put this with the result according to the whatever latest we have in Punjab, 18 Congress, 2 BJP, 92 AAP, 2 4 Akali, 1 others, and Manipur 60 seats out of 60, 32 BJP, 4 Congress, and 24 others. And Uttarakhand, the 70 seats, and out of 70, 48 BJP, 18 for Congress, and 4 others. And Goa, 40 seats, very small assembly. Out of 40, 20 seats for majority needs 21, but 4 are others. and they have already announced support to the BJP. And 12 is the Congress, 2 AAP party, also just they are just flag their flag, and TMC 2, and the UP 273. I think it to the correct. This is all the train. Election Commission of Bharat will announce very soon the exact result in percentage accordingly. But whatever data we have, 273 for BJP, 125 for SP, Samajwadi Party, one for uh, one for the BSP, two for the Congress, and two others. These are the results. So I start from today. Anita ji has traveled a lot in this election, UP and Uttarakhand and other parts. So how just you feel it, Anita Chaudhary ji, and how just analyze? Actually, we have a time limit, so I got just 3 minutes for each. I think panelist. So that will be good all for us. We have Anta Chaudhary, Rakesh Tiwari ji from Canada, Lok Lahar ji from Spain, Vandana Jingan ji. Just I think till night, according time of the USA, she was awake just to the results. So we can see her face how she looks tired for just knowing the all the results of Bharatiya states, and Ajay Ramola ji and just all the election tour in the Uttarakhand especially. The bad news for Uttarakhand and good news also, the Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami lost his seat from Kachima, and but BJP wins. So, and this is also news for the all. Uh, I think only elected MLA will be CM. So, whatever contender trying to be from member of parliament, I think no member of parliament will be the chief minister in Uttarakhand. So, Antaji, how just you analyze the whole uh, this election results situation, please?
Thank you, Rakeshji, for inviting me again in this debate. And you have just given 3 minutes, and it's very difficult to sum up my
Just first
journey
round.
of journey of coverage in 3 minutes.
Okay,
Or
you can take 2 minutes more, but I think we have to just time frame. We have trying to learn from the
no, no,
whatever
no.
our faults. Yeah, please, 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 no problem. 5 minutes only.
So
Done,
uh,
done.
many people were saying that Uttarakhand is a great disaster for BJP, and I was pretty sure we have the talk also on this issue
Yeah,
that Uttarakhand is also goes with will go with BJP only. There are two, three reasons. First, people were saying that Aam Aadmi Party is very much active in Uttarakhand, so they may give a tight fight in Uttarakhand. But Aam Aadmi Party was in few areas only. That is the plain area. That is somewhere Haridwar and somewhere in Dehradun and all that area. And uh, Uttarakhand is a state who believes in their customs, religion, and rituals. If you will see that wherever Aam Aadmi Party goes, the bunch of Muslim crowd also move along with Aam Aadmi Party. And we have seen that the demography was also changing in Uttarakhand in past 2 3 years. People of Uttarakhand, they were not ready to accept this. They were not ready to merge any kind of Muslim crowd with Kedarnath, Badrinath, or Gangotri, Yamunotri. They believe that these are the places, these are the pious places, and these Muslims, if they will do namaz over here, if they will put forcefully their reason on our culture, I am not going to accept this. Now we will talk about the Congress. Congress was saying that it was just imagining because 2 3 CM had changed in Uttarakhand, so people will automatically choose Congress. This is the yes, this was the opportunity for Congress. Congress, there was a gap, there was a space in Uttarakhand political floor, but Congress was not able to grab that. Two three reasons, because Congress was not pretty sure that ki how I will motivate the mood of people of Uttarakhand. First thing, Harish Rawat is the projection of Uttarakhand. He is a very old, he is not healthy person. He is not now a mass appealing face, and he was doing the all time he was doing
Anita ji,
the
I also request you for the UP first, and then I'll
Hmm.
take the some input from Ajay Ramola ji from Uttarakhand. That's why I called him.
So
Please,
this is
UP
the
and
sum up.
all states, UP and all
Hmm.
states. You can just say one by one. No issue.
Now I come up with the UP. UP was
Please.
कांटे की टक्कर, कांटे की टक्कर, कांटे की टक्कर. Where was the कांटे की टक्कर? कांटे की टक्कर कर करके थोड़े सीट बढ़ा तो दिए, but it was not कांटे की टक्कर. Yogi Adityanath has done a very wonderful work in UP, and if you will see, everyone was projecting that Bhagwa is a repulsive color. Bhagwa is people are not going to accept this Bhagwa color. But in our college days, we were always saying it's in trend that it is in yaar, so we should accept it. We should go with it. So the same thing has happened in Uttar Pradesh. Bhagwa was in, and Bhagwa was in fashion in UP. People were enjoying Bhagwa color, and they were in love with that Bhagwa color, and that Bhagwa color was giving so much of security, so much of facilities, policies, and development work also. We will talk about the Rozgar, that is the job options and the economic growth of the Uttar Pradesh. The lots of investment, the foreign investment has done in Uttar Pradesh, and people were very hopeful that in coming days my future is secure, my children's future is secure. The common man, they were thinking that okay, well, we don't have the government job, but you will go with the auto wala, the workers, the small businessmen. They were very happy that mera dhanda manda nahi hua hai. In fact, in corona we have earned a lot. So this is the, and I'm telling you, Rakesh ji, please go to the Varanasi. Please visit Gorakhpur. Please visit these remote areas. We were thinking Gorakhpur जाना है, बाप रे बाप. अमेठी जाना है, बाप रे बाप. क्योंकि आपको आपको आपके गाड़ी में भी बैलगाड़ी का मजा देता था वो. So when you are traveling to Amethi, you are sitting in a, maybe you are sitting in a Mercedes, but you are getting the flavor of the बैलगाड़ी की, ये हिचकोले खाते हुए ढंग ढंग वहां पे पहुंच
But
गए.
now
So
situation is changed now. Scenario is
situation has
totally changed.
totally changed, totally changed. People are feeling that in rural areas, they are feeling that मेरे घर से शहर तक का रास्ता पक्का हो गया है. Now if a pregnant lady want to, the person want to uh, bring her that lady to a good doctor in nearby kasba or some small cities, it was not a difficulty for them. That it is not a fearful situation that if I am going and some gadda will come and हिचकोले खाएंगे and miscarriage हो जाएगा. This kind of situation is
So
not
in
over there.
nutshell, Anita ji, how just you analyze the all the four states winning by the BJP and the for the Congress and Samajwadi Party?
Goa was already maybe TMC and Congress was roaring, but Goa was with BJP. We all know Manipur has a tremendous development work. They are feeling that I am secure, that Naxal has gone, that development is coming, the road is building, the business is coming. So they were also very happy. Uttar Pradesh, it was the has proven that propaganda of jativad, propaganda of kisan agitation, propaganda of anti bhagwa, the propaganda of anti Hindu and Hinduism, Hindutva ki fark. They have, the people has denied all that. If the Modi government is getting more than 275 seats in Uttar Pradesh, it means few Muslims voters are also there, and those I can assure you, Rakesh ji, that Muslim women, they were very happy with. I have my own experience. I was just roaming and talking to the people on road at random. There is a hijab girl on that time. Hijab issue was going on in Karnataka and all that area, and I talked to her कि आप किसको वोट देंगे? बोले बीजेपी को देंगे. आपको बीजेपी पसंद है? तो हाँ पसंद है. योगी पसंद है मेरे को. By that time only the Maulvi, that दाढ़ी वाला person, that his her husband, क्या बोले नहीं, हम बीजेपी को वोट देंगे, बीजेपी कोई काम नहीं करती, हमारा ये कर दिया, हमारा वो कर दिया. मतलब वो बेचारी चुपचाप ऐसे चली गई, बट वो चुपचाप गई, क्या वो वोट भी चुपचाप डाल के कौन सा आई उसके पति को पता है? So these are the situation. So, so
So do you think the Muslim voted for the Yogi and BJP?
Muslim women, few Muslim women, they have voted for the Yogi and
Okay,
Modi.
great,
They were very
great. So just Vandana ji, how just you analyze? You have some many programs he has done in Chicago also for the UP, especially for Yogi, and with the off BJP and all the and living in the Chicago and other parts of USA. So how just you analyze the all thinking 300 plus, but this is not 300 under 300.
Namaskar to all the co-panelists and to Kumar Rakesh ji.
Ji,
On behalf of the whole diaspora, I would like to say my naman, pranam, thank you to the people of Uttar Pradesh, which is Uttam Pradesh, continues to be. They picked up a monk where Punjab picked up old monk. I am very sorry to say that how we are seeing the situation. We were up whole night. How could this be? This is going to be but Uttam Pradesh and the Devbhumi, Uttarakhand. I've been saying from day one why it is important for each and every Sanatani all over the globe. And they have picked up. They are more wise, the people of Uttar Pradesh, more wiser than the Delhiites and the Punjabis in living in Punjab. Shat Shat Naman. We are all celebrating. We were watching each and every moment. I was talking to you on various different moments in the middle of the night itself, celebrations. But contrary to it, our concern towards Punjab is there because that we cannot ignore, being the neighboring state. So Rakesh Tiwari ji is sitting here from Canada. So I would like that replication of Justin Trudeau to come into the BJP party and who should handle the situation. That idiot spoke about when things were happening, Kisan Andolan in India, when it happened in his own country, he turned 180 degree, to be very honest. So that is now because they have got double engine. Now we'll have a triple engine, to be very honest. We need to have, because what I am seeing from 303, we are celebrating, Anita ji. Thank you so very much for your input. But from 303 to 270 is alarming in happen in 5 years, in spite of the development and stuff like that. So what next 5 years, we have to work very, very hard, which is very crucial. And we have to show, because it is only the development and the growth which should be working. It should not be jatiwad. Jiski jati hai, usko काटना है तो काटो, जो भी है, बिकॉज सुपारियां देनी है तो सुपारियां दो, जो भी करना है करो, बट वी हैव टू हैव अ क्लीन, वेरी क्लीन भारत, because there are anti-India forces, those who are working outside India, because this and the money trail has to be find out, because what happened, how the money came in. And I don't want any non-stop flights coming to Amritsar from anywhere in the globe, to be honest, because Punjab police, we don't know. We have seen, and I can never forget January 5th, 2022. Thank you. My input.
Rakesh Tiwari ji, just how Vandana ji just told about the Trudeau and the situation of Canada and just for the Bharat.
Unmute yourself.
Yeah, hold on. Am I on mute now? Am I
Yeah,
better? Can you hear me now?
yeah, audible, yeah.
Yes. Okay. If I'm audible, then it's great. Okay. So, all the respected panelists are here, good friends are here, and we are talking about Vidhan Sabha election. And meantime, Vandanaji took a small jibe at, Trudeau, and that's totally fine. Uh, Nobody's, and at least I do not endorse what Trudeau has done at that time, and enough embarrassing he has to go through, uh, from within his own party rank to the all the Democrats who are the people who believe in democracy. They have condemned it. That this situation, what he did, and it has come on his face, and however he has responded. So I will not go much in detail. That I do condemn that any country which is, if there is no war, if no such situation is there, so what Bharat has done at that time, when the tractor rally was happening. Bharat has done a great job. And while Trudeau has slipped, and when he was condemning and complaining. Now let's come back to the election. This has my prediction was from the beginning, and what I'm seeing right now, that it is showing that the BJP has in UP, when we are talking about UP, BJP has lost around 39 seats, uh, got the majority, and I agree with Vandanaji when she mentioned this is a bit alarming. But at the same time, I know one can have a sympathy towards the BJP, but I think in democracy we got to have uh, a strong opposition. Unfortunately, in Bharat, when we are talking about it, strong opposition is lacking. Somewhere, Aam Aadmi Party, which got uh, huge mandate in Punjab, whatever those reasons could be, but that has shown some signs that they are ambitious and they are going to go move ahead of their plan. So, if BJP has to watch out, BJP has to watch out with the app how they are performing. They have their unique way of it, and they are strengthening themselves. Getting the Punjab with a huge majority means everybody whosoever they were analyzing a Punjab situation, but under the current, we all knew that Aam is going to be, Aam Aadmi Party is going to get the majority, but they got the huge majority. Rest of the places, when we talk about Goa, Manipur, all is pretty poor. Put it this way: BJP has no opposition. All those oppositions, they have no backbone. They have no morality in that way. The kind of settlements which was going on the name of caste, on the name of religion, on the name of buying the votes, they were doing. BJP has done within this 7 8 years of Modi's ruling, has done and shown the path. So when we talk about Vikas development, when we talk about bringing together improvement, all those things, so that has reflected positively. What I did not like it is this: is lacking of opposition. So the traditional opposition which is existing at this moment, that has I will say they are there on the name of it for the sake of it, but they are not doing their job properly. They could be. Congress, in my understanding, in coming election it will be totally wiped out now within their file and ranks. The voices are coming out that the Gandhi family should quit by themselves and let other Congress leaders should come there. I was listening to Ashwini Sharma,
Thank
who
you,
used to be.
Tiwari. Thank you, Tiwari. Just your just word for the Congress. So nice. Just you thinking for the opposition. Also, just a nice thing for the vibrant democracy. But whatever they have done the last 60 years, just to uh, follow the this structure of
Absolutely
democracy. So
painful,
people,
painful,
you people will not
painful.
excuse them. And anyhow, Alok ji, how just see the situation of Punjab and how the AAP party got the 92 seats out of 117, just like a Delhi, out of 67 seats.
They should be
How
watched
this to
out.
analyze?
Good evening, Kumara KG and fellow panelists and our viewers. What happened in Punjab? Like, it was very clear. We did a program on that, and it was very clear that, I mean, I personally did not have big hopes for BJP. Anyway, BJP doesn't have much standing. I was hoping that they'll get around 2 or 3 seats. Probably they'll have to settle down for two only or one. I don't know how the result is finally kept on. I was
Two,
working on the 2 seats, but
Two seats.
maybe it
Two
is
seats.
possible. I think they have won or lost. I don't know the final result. I think they've already got 2 seats. I'm just
yeah,
rechecking that. Yeah. So they've got 2 seats. I was thinking like at the most they'll get 3 seats, which is fine because the BJP does not have any standing. AAP coming to power has not surprised me because basically the trends which were coming in after voting and even before that, it was very clear that AAP is going to do a major change.
yeah,
The reason was that I've always said that Punjab is a Congress god. We like it or not, 80, 84 or no 84, the Sikhs have always voted for Congress. Now, what happened this time was that there was that internal problem in Congress, Amrinder Singh ji going off, and then Chani ji being bought in, and Sidhu was doing his, bouncers. So everything was happening at the same time. Now, AAP is the only party which was there which can be taken as an alternative to Congress. Because Congress is a non-performing party right now. If you see at the national level, almost everywhere it is not only losing, like the little it had in Uttar Pradesh, for example, if they had 7 seats, they have come down to 2 seats. So, we were thinking that how can you lose with 7 seats, but you can come down to 2. This has happened. But another interesting thing is that AAP has been trying this, and they've been spending the daily funds all over India. They've done it in Assam, they've done it in Goa, and they have almost drawn a blank almost every thread, 3, 2, 1 seats like this, which is, non-performing. So what happens is, like, for example, if we talk about Goa, so, we talk about Mamata Banerjee's party, how many, there was a big hype that, she is the president, the prime ministerial candidate. But let's be very clear that what AAP is doing, it's doing because it's being seen as by the people as a proxy to Congress. Congress is not performing. Ideologically, what is the difference between AAP and Congress? Nothing. They are appeasing the Muslims, be one or be the other one, or if they go to Goa, they're trying to appease the Christians. It did not work because some very good work had been done. Now, what is dangerous about AAP is the place where it is getting fundings from. So you can track the funding and you'll know that their fundings are not coming from their memberships within the country, but fundings are coming from outside. So why would an outside force be interested in putting a party like AAP in a border state like Punjab? Now we have to keep one thing in mind, in keeping in view that Ukraine war is also on. We should understand that when Zelensky was brought into power, before that, some right wing rioting took place, which destabilized the country. Similar kind of things we have seen it in Delhi. We have seen the CA conflicts. We have seen the Delhi riots. AAP is very capable of doing it. Even the Kisan Andolan, and one of their old leaders were talking about this. They were talking about this, that we had prepared the pitch. Now the ballers had to ball. I'm very scared about Punjab because being, a border state, I'm not too sure what AAP would be up to. That is a very major concern from me. And I think central government should be keeping a very keen eye on this. I would have preferred, Congress winning there than AAP winning, because I don't think Congress is going to play into the hands of certain insurgents. This is my major concern. I wish I'm wrong. I wish, they do nothing like they've done in Delhi. But Kejriwal, I think now he has a big problem, because earlier he used to always say that the pollution in Delhi is coming from Punjab, and now he has nobody to blame.
Where the Parali will go?
So,
Where Parali will go?
so the Parali burning, now he has to look for a new victim, because otherwise
Chadda ke
it
ghar
is
mein.
Punjab, it is polluting Delhi.
No, Alok ji, sorry, I intervening you. Just actually, there is no place of truth and morality in the book of Mr. Arvind Kejriwal. So don't worry, don't think, don't like that. What you're thinking, okay? Just the time of a break. After break, and we'll just take the another note. Thank you. Welcome after break. We're discussing the election results, assembly election results in Bharat, the 5 assembly election result, and what is the impact on the future politics in Bharat and all the states. Anita ji, just you bring some inputs from the some states, but theoretically, how just a claim in UP, double engine ki sarkar, like the government of the double engine, how it will work, and whatever our Prime Minister Narendra Bhai Modi just shared his thoughts in the party headquarters today in New Delhi. Then he said this is a result of to 2024. This 2022 shows the result of 2024, and the development only played the role. No caste, no religion, no creed, nothing else. So the politics of development works. So do you think the why not work in Punjab? And
Because
you know,
In Punjab, the Congress was ruling, and the development has done by the Congress only. The government of India there is 3 lakh crore in debt. Punjab is in this kind of that much of amount uh, has a burden for Aam Aadmi Party. I am very much agree with Alok ji, and totally disagree with Rakesh Tiwari ji. Uh, BJP should not learn anything from Aam Aadmi Party. Aam Aadmi Party, I don't know. It is a jhadu on Punjab ki janta or on the security of this country. I don't know, because the drug terrorism, Punjab is epicenter for the drug terrorism from Pakistan to India. Punjab is a border of Kashmir also. Punjab is a border of Himachal Pradesh also.
five
Punjab is
states.
a very, yeah, 5 states. And Punjab is a very sensitive. Please, Rakesh ji, after me, you can speak. Uh, uh, Punjab is a very sensitive state, and we all know the conversion things is very high in Punjab.
Okay,
And
some
we all know
connectivity.
the Aam Aadmi
Yeah,
Party, the Kejri believe in
I think some connectivity problem from Anitaji's side. Vandana ji, overall the result. Do you think that this is the politics of development now? It could be
Politics of
fine.
development, you just mentioned it correct, like, but I've just said that because we cannot ignore the Punjab thing, because it is very alarming. And we are seeing how the conversion has worked in India. We are seeing many cryptos, and if you just see that, that is another, because I am kind of, as Alok Laji was mentioning, I'm really worried about it, because over a period of time, how could that be? It's a total sweep. So it is by seeing uh, Delhi, what the Kejriwal government has done it. I have just said that actually, in means, like, how many pehle to udta Punjab tha, where it is going to take it now, because the CM candidate whom you are talking about, the Bhagwant Mann, the face they have shown, he was again a comedian coming on a local show, Punjabi show, and they have shown it. But irony is, where the Hindu population, because there are so many Hindus living in Punjab, whom
Yeah,
they have voted for. So I salute. I said that.
70%. The Punjab all 70% are Hindu.
So I said, I am going to be saluting the people whose wisdom have played, जिनको हम भैया बोलते हैं. मेरा उन भैयाओं को नमन है यूपी में कि उन्होंने डेवलपमेंट को देखा और ग्रोथ को देखा. But you are talking about the Muslim women in UP. If they have done it with the due diligence, we salute them. But we don't know, to be very honest, because they say something, they do something under the parda, to be honest, because one has to be vocal out. I mean, it's like, so coming back, development has played, but I am seeing which is now the Rajasthan comes, like, because the BJP has a tough task to do it. And when you're talking about, Rakesh Tiwari ji said, like, opposition should not be like a Congress party opposition, to be honest, which is working anything against the government, to be honest, because we do have oppositions in our nations also. When it comes nation is first. It is not about when this is a single border, this idiot Kejriwal, I'm going to use the word idiot Kejriwal, and he has nothing to do, because this was not even how he helped farmers protest. And that is what the result today that we are seeing it. But he could not do that on this side of the border, because it was Uttar Pradesh's border. I'm talking about the Gazipur side. He tried his best, and people are not able to see that. That is very, very sad. What has happened to Delhi? I am born and raised in Delhi. I'm living in US almost 3 decades, but I'm just telling you, it is somebody from Chicago, you know that, I can name it, Amitabh Mittal. He just gave me an analysis 3 days before yesterday. He said he belongs to Punjab, and he was there from Chicago. He said Punjab is totally going out of hand. Alok Laji, it was pain that I could sense in his. He says, "This
Oh
is
my God.
yeah." He said there is no attitude of gratitude towards, like, there is nothing, and that was not the culture of Punjab, Anita ji. That is what we have to keep. And people are
I'm
saying,
telling the same thing, Vandana ji. I just want to put two lines that whenever it comes to election, they're if we will see the trend, either it's Nirbhaya or it's Shaheen Bagh or it's farmers agitation. Farmers agitation, only Punjab was active. Only Punjab was active. Tikat was getting money. There was no UP farmers were there, and sitting, and they were doing protest. Only Punjab, and it was a very much planned propaganda. Whenever it comes to the election, Aam Aadmi Party creates some kind of agitation, and they create a confusing kind of
my
situation.
dear sister, this is a party from agitation only. We should remember that. वो जो
No,
बैठा
because
था,
something is, he is just a puppet. Someone from
absolutely,
outside.
absolutely.
They are controlling. They are controlling
Yeah.
Aam Aadmi Party,
Yeah.
and they are putting him to state by state, and it's a very dangerous thing. I am
अन्ना
very much
हजारे
annoyed
ने
with the
ऐसा
BJP
कैंपर
also.
लिया है,
Why
we can never
BJP?
forget.
Why
We can
BJP
never
has
forget.
relied on the Akali Dal only, and they were not active earlier, because 5 years has given to them as an opposition. They should be active. They should be create their cadre in Punjab, because we cannot compromise with the Punjab. And Rakesh ji, please don't smile. This is my country. I don't like this kind of smile with the security of my country, because Aam Aadmi Party, he is such a bastard kind of party. I am telling you, and you don't know that what they can do. The Khalistani. Every time Pannu was giving a statement, every time
Right.
on 5th January, we have seen that what kind of a statement has released by
Actually,
the Pannu.
Anita ji, it is a matter of investigation also, a matter of concern also for the government of India,
May I?
government of Bharat, as well as the Prime Minister and by Modi, just for the concern for the country.
I'm totally annoyed with the government of India and BJP also. But how can they give this, put my country on that kind of sensitive situation just for the sake of their politics?
Okay.
May I?
Rakesh Tiwari, please.
Well, let me say this. Looks like I'm the one who are, you guys want to attack Kejriwal. Be ahead, be my guest. Do it. I have talked about it, and I am again saying it, that BJP must watch out with Aam Aadmi Party. I'm not saying that they are going to attack or anything politically. That's what I meant. I totally agree with this point of the panelist, that where Congress is losing its grounds, AAP is gaining. And
Sir,
AAP is going to
please don't clarify the things. I think my question is how just you see the now next ahead. What is
Let me say,
future
Aam
of the
Aadmi
Punjab?
Party is going to give big fight in upcoming elections wherever is possible to BJP. That's my predictions.
For
Number
your
one.
kind information, sir, I want to add something.
Go ahead.
Aam Aadmi Party only where flourishes there is a BJP, no BJP. One, if there is a Congress, where only that
Well,
place.
Sir, are you
I'm
saying
giving
that? Are you
sir,
saying that in Delhi there was no BJP?
Sir, I'm telling the facts. Sir, there was a main Congress was there, and then the
BJP was very
Congress.
strong. They have formed the government in Delhi. You should know that, and I know that too,
Sir,
right?
Sir, that's I'm telling you. That is different equation.
Please.
Anita,
I
unmute
think
yourself.
we are going in a wrong direction. Let me say my point of view is as simple as that. And now I do take I will say that we are being somewhere biased here. If Aam Aadmi Party is doing anything against the nation, so its leaders should be barred.
It was not against condition. The condition was very favorable for the Aam Aadmi Party over there.
Can you
Please watch the mood of Rahul Gandhi also. He was, whenever it comes to Congress that I am not going to win this state, they gave it to the Aam Aadmi Party. They totally surrender over there and play badminton and all volleyball over there.
Anita
Can
ji
you
Tiwari
please,
ji,
please,
Anita ji
yeah.
Tiwari ji,
You
Dr.
please,
Shivaji Sarkar
I
has just
do not
already.
interfere. If next time
Shivaji
when you're
Sarkar,
going to speak, ma'am, I'm going to interfere. Please don't mind that.
please, I request
Don't do
both of
that.
you with folded hands.
No, no, it's
Please
okay. My
please
point is there. Please
please,
understand this
please,
point. You are an anchor and host. If somebody is speaking, if she has spoken, I have spoken. I was just quiet, and at that time. So when somebody is speaking, do not interrupt, please.
Okay,
You
thank
know
you.
that
So nice. Thank
yeah.
you, sir. I'm trying to just both are learned person before me. So I
Definitely.
can't teach you and
Again,
Tiwari and any person. So I
nobody
think you
nobody
will
can
take the
teach, but yes, interruption,
own note. Please,
unnecessary interruption is not
please,
acceptable.
please. Okay, sir.
Thank you.
I got
Okay.
it. Shivaji Sarkar. Overall, just we are running out of time. You joined the last time. How just analyze the poll results of the all 5 states, including Punjab.
You see, if you look at whole situation, of course, we see that for the first time after a long time, there has been the repetition for the incumbent. That is one thing. Second thing is we are also seeing that the way things are happening, virtually the smaller parties are getting decimated. Whether that is good or bad, that we can discuss differently at a separate moment, perhaps. But this is one aspect that we also need to look at, because those small parties in an Indian social coalition, they have their space. Then, if you look at another aspect that is emerging, from the voters' side, if you look at, have they forgotten about many of the miseries they have been facing? The price rises, the jobs, the stray cattle, and many others, of course, that have been echoed a number of times. So, if possibly voters are not bothered about these issues, but there is another issue that has come up, is that there has to be some kind of a alliance against the minorities. That is good or bad, that we also need to discuss. Then we also find that even the regional parties, their space is getting reduced, and the way it is not even say in UP, the parties fought, and they fought, I would say, electorally in a very enthusiastic manner. They are losing their ground. Elsewhere, if you look at Goa, even the regional parties are losing their ground. In Manipur, they're losing their ground. In Punjab, they're losing their ground. And I'm not at all surprised at the emergence of a new party that is up. You see, politics there can't remain a vacuum. And this vacuum is being filled up by an emerging party, which the larger political parties, and all parties, I would say, in that matter, whether it is Congress, whether it is BJP, whether it is Akalis, or any other for that matter, anywhere, they are a bit wary about this emergence of a new party. Whatever allegations you can put on a national party or a state party, you can have the allegations, but personally, I don't believe any Indian political party is not wedded to basic nationalism. So there I won't agree. But this emergence, and I believe the way they have already entered Goa, they're going to emerge there also next time. And in Delhi, we also see that politically, the municipal corporation of Delhi elections are being put off because they feel that AAP can make a difference here. So I see, while there is the old set of political parties may gradually diminish, or some may even disappear, a new set of political system is coming up. So I feel that this is a good trend in democracy, that there will not remain a vacuum. There will remain many parties who have to be contended with, by any kind of other political parties. Because if there are not different political parties, then I believe the basic democratic disposition that is there, that is going to be affected. So, what is their quality and all other things? That is a matter of discussion and debate and understanding. That's a different issue. But I believe that in democracy there has to be a variety, and that variety is emerging somewhere and also dissipating somewhere.
Okay, thank you. Alok ji, just last take. How does Shivaji Sarkar try to brief all the issues are just gone out? No issue has been seen. It means people are going to be foolish now. One, this is my interpretation, and just your interpretation may be different. Number two, how just talk about the AAP party and whatever they have done Delhi. We have just feeling now Shivaji Sarkar also living in Delhi, Anita Chaudhary also living in Delhi. We can see the differences of governance and different of the public works, public services. It understood. Number two. Number three, how just a new emergence of the new thoughts and party. I think this is my perception and my conception. You may differ or not, but Aam Aadmi Party is whatever they claim. They have no place of and for the morality and the truth. This is all a matter of record. So, how just you analyze the situation? Just all overall, the repetition first time, I think in UP, first time repetition of the already government, rural government, Manipur also, and Goa also, and Uttarakhand also. The Uttarakhand, the one state, one BJP, one Congress, like that. And all the small little situation same. So how just I have just only 2 minutes max. How just you analyze the election result with the reference to the political party, with reference to the people concerned?
Kumaragiji, like incumbency, if it has come back, it obviously means that the deliverance and the governance is in place.
Fine, that's
Otherwise,
fine.
in a state like Uttar Pradesh, where it has always been, the party in the opposition has been winning or the other way around, there has never been a sequel there. So for the first time in the history of India, in Uttar Pradesh, there is a government which is being repeated and with an enormous margin. Like they were talking about 300, they are just 5 short of it. 255 is a fantastic victory for Uttar Pradesh. Kudos to Modi ji and Babaji. That is one thing. And everywhere where BJP has been performing, they have, it is very impossible. Why this is happening is because basically people of India want governance. The basic things which they want, they were denied in all these, good roads. That is one thing which have been given. The dignity of people for themselves, that is there. That has been working. You need food. Even in COVID, you were provided food. All these basic necessities which are there, which is electricity, very basic, toilet, electricity, let's say water. This people did not have in so many years. So that is slowly coming to them. And that's the reason people know that there is this guy at the center who's going to deliver. And that person is Modi ji. So on one side, we can say it is BJP winning, but let's not take away the Modi factor out of it, because most of the people, even the chief ministers, know that the face is mine, but people are actually voting for Modi ji. That is one thing. Now, we are doing the same thing. For example, in Bengal, what happened? BJP from 3, it came to 77. And the press had shown that, oh my God, BJP has lost. And, this was an election which was lost and all that. And that wave was created. And now a similar kind of wave is being created, that AAP is coming and AAP is coming. For God's sake, it is just one election in the second state. Nothing more. If you see at the results, in Uttar Pradesh, how many do they have? 0, no? In Punjab, yes. In let's say Goa, they've just got 2, and they had done a major investment, and all their panel were Christians, majority of them. So if we keep counting them, their failures are more than their winning spree. Now there is something which is similar between Punjab and in Delhi. Majority of the population is Punjabi. Even if you see the votes in Punjabi, the Punjabi vote is a very major factor. I mean, it is later on than they said ki, immigrant vote would be deciding and all that. But for the time being, the trend-setting vote in both the cities is there. Now, in these two places, caste politics is not there. Neither it is there in Punjab. Hindus and Sikhs are so united that they don't think as if, Hindus are going to
But Alokji,
vote
Alok,
as
we'll have to look into
differently
the
from other
vote
because it is
percentage.
not a Hindu-Muslim
We
kind of
have
a
to
thing.
look into the Alokji, we have to look into the vote percentage and the vote analysis later, just after the complete result by the Election Commission of India and Bharat. So
Just let me end with one line.
please.
What is happening is what I've already said, that Congress is leaving a vacuum for a second party, which is being filled up by Aam Aadmi Party. Because tell me, what is the ideological difference between Congress and Aam Aadmi Party? There is no difference, or for that matter, any other small regional party. There is no difference. If you're talking about, if you were talking about ideological
Just
difference, there are only three parties. It could be BJP, it could be Congress, and it can be CPI.
Yeah.
May I?
Vandana ji, some
Yeah.
just 10 seconds.
I just wanted to say what Alok ji said. I'm going to second that. We won in 4 states. But you will see how the narrative will start circulating around that the 92 of Punjab. So that has to be changed, because this is not that next what is coming. Now we have to get ready for Gujarat, and things cannot be taken it very easy. That is a lesson for even BJP also, because I conclude here right now.
Okay. Just 10 seconds, Shivaji and Rakesh Tiwari ji. 10
Yeah.
seconds.
So one thing Alok ji was saying that in Delhi and Punjab, the electorate is of a similar color. Absolutely, it is not. It was here in Delhi, of course, that Delhi was to be Punjabi dominated, but it is no more so. So that is a different aspect altogether.
Sir, vote percentage, if you analyze, Alok ji is correct. Community wise, this is data. Last Delhi election I have seen.
No, what you were saying, I understand, but
Tiwari ji.
no, but all over
Sir.
Delhi, including in East Delhi, the way they virtually rummaged through the poll, they got votes from all the sections. So if you say only Punjabis, no, I don't think only Punjabi.
No, sir.
Apart from the fact that
Actually,
Kejriwal is not
as I think,
second thing is,
Alok is talking the data.
I am also talking about the data. I am also aware of the data. Okay.
Yeah.
Second thing, I can't understand is whatever it is, they are all Indians, Indian people, an Indian political party. Yes, definitely there are various kinds of ideas, opinions.
Time will come,
views,
Shivaji. Nobody
and
just.
if any party with a different view
Shivaji,
is
nobody
coming up,
against
they should
any
welcome.
that party, but those party who are taking donation from the outside the country, how will define? It is also matter of fact. Rakesh Tiwari, just a last comment. Last comment, very briefly.
My last
10
comment,
seconds.
my last comment is this: as you just mentioned right now, if Aam Aadmi Party is accused of it, there is a plenty of organizations, government organization, CBI, ED, FERA, whatever those are there, they should grab them, put them behind the bar, put
The
them
time
there.
will come,
But-
they will do. But what?
No,
what
that's not excuse. You cannot. We cannot just accuse them. They are taking money. I know very well. See, I live
Sir,
in Canada. Canada
what
is a
you are saying,
good-based
I'm
support.
not saying. Sorry.
So that's
I'm
what I'm
talking
saying.
the facts.
Okay, so are you saying that Aam Aadmi Party? Are you accusing them then for that? That they are taking?
Sorry, you are
getting the
wrong
money from?
interpretation, sir.
Okay.
Whatever Shivaji said, whatever Alok ji said, vote percentage. How just
Okay,
question-
I'm not talking about
and
vote
perception.
percent. I'm talking about it. That's one thing. Let me say, Aam Aadmi Party. I'm not here to defend. I'm not an Aam Aadmi Party.
Funding has come from outside India. Don't say that to Aam Aadmi Party.
Well, then they should be
Just do your
taught.
research.
No.
Where is
I-
the proof of that?
Please.
Where is the proof of that?
What is the
People
government of
have
India is doing?
supported Congress. People from outside, they have supported even BJP too.
Yes.
How do you say that?
BJP, everybody knows.
Yes.
So what?
When Modi ji came to all over the world, even in Canada, we have supported him, and there is a
Absolutely.
strong base outside. So that's
Sir, that is a different issue. That is
No.
all
Please
How can it be
outside,
different
living
issue?
outside India,
No, no.
was
No,
supporting.
no, Rakesh,
not
I
in
think-
India,
we
supporting
cannot
the-
have a two side. We
I
cannot have
think
a bias.
you're
Let me say
trying
this.
to take the debate to a
Sorry, the
situation
debate
of
is
bias.
just I'm going to wind up this actually the debate
But
now.
please,
I just
have a
want to. I
statement
just
in the
want to tell
conclusion.
you. I just want to tell you one thing. BJP is supported by the individual person from their income,
Exactly.
and
What are
Aam
you
Aadmi
talking
Party is supported by the NGOs from the organization.
No,
This
No,
is
no,
the huge difference.
institutionalized.
Please, Rakesh,
They
if
are
you don't know it,
institutionalized
please,
only.
Rakesh, if you
Arvind,
don't know
Arvind,
it,
I
if you
know-
don't know
I know
it,
very well
don't
more than
speak
you.
like this, because you are talking about my country's political
Don't
situation,
compare
and
state.
I'm very
That is
much,
my country
I'm very
as
much
well. Please
scared
don't
about the
shout.
Punjab. Yes, I will.
Okay.
I
So
will.
nice
You
of
cannot justify that.
so nice of you. You just placed your view accordingly, and whatever result is there, we'll see accordingly how the 4 states owned by the repeatedly by the BJP. Something they have done the good, and whatever Alok is saying, and Vandana ji, and
We must
all
congratulate
Shivaji,
Aam
the
Aadmi
matter
Party
of the
too for that.
deliverance of the governance to the whatever the politics of the development, just for the concern. This is whatever Modi ji said, the proactive and pro-poor governance to the concern beyond the caste, creed, and religion. That is also a matter of fact. We can't ignore that. We will not ignore that. Fact is always fact. What the truth must prevail. Thank you very much.
No, it is.
Jai
It is
Bharat.
also a fact. Just adding that around 5,000 volunteers had come from Canada, and this was something which Congress had protested to the election commission. So Rakesh Tiwari ji, you sitting in Canada should be more aware of this than a person sitting in Europe. So it is not only money; even volunteers were being flown in from Canada.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much.